Hello?
Give me your money.
So, it came to my attention that Afton Secrets, the FNAF fan horror series by the channel ThePirateBoy, had made some more videos in his series, as well as some other uploads on the channel as a whole, in which I had previously covered most of the series and the various uploads from the channel and how it caused controversy within the FNAF community. And I totally didn't give that video a thumbnail that would continue to haunt me for the next 6 months. Totally. He ate them, ooh, he ate them so good, ooh, my belly is so full, cause he ate them, ha. Anyways, today I wanted to return to that series, and hopefully I gave this video a better thumbnail that won't be added to the ever-growing Cursed FNAF Thumbnails playlist, and won't haunt me for another couple months. But to recap, what was Afton Secrets? Well, it was a FNAF fan horror series that involved quite a bit of distressing topics for some, including pedophilia and cannibalism. It was a series that I thought had some trouble finding its footing and ended up using a lot of the horrifying topics in its videos for shock value rather than really anything of value to add or meaningful to say. It was later on in the series when it took a turn from the more shock value stuff, and the creators seemed to try more when it came to being more authentic with scaring the viewer and giving them something more than just gross out stuff. And I also talked about how the creator was a very talented artist and that they should definitely showcase some of that talent online. And ever since I made that video, they've definitely showed more of their talent as a traditional 2D artist, and their artwork is just fantastic. I mean, look at all this. It's honestly amazing. But ever since I had covered the series, the channel has gotten to 16,000 subs, and we learned some things about the creator that at least I was not sure of when it came to who they were. They did confirm that they were as young as 16 when they were making the series, and when they received tons of harassment from a small but toxic part of the community that went out of their way to harass this kid. And I did want to clear up something about how I approached this part at the end of my video last time. I made it look like I was on the fence about the harassment they received, and that was definitely my bad with how I worded it. What I meant was that the creator did not deserve any harassment, and I do not think the harassment they received was warranted. But I did and do believe it was okay to criticize and review the series, and criticize the actions of the creator in regards to in poor taste jokes / content about pedophilia. And I do believe that people can make content that addresses these topics, but not for just some random shock value. At the end of the day though, the level of harassment they received was not warranted whatsoever. And if you were one of those people that thought it was okay to do that, then honestly, shame on you. So, to the actual channel. As of my last video, the Pirate Boy has uploaded 12 videos. Now, of course, I won't be covering everything that's been uploaded due to them being things like Cursed FNAF 1 trailer but it's Daisy song, but I will be covering the FNAF VHS tapes and Afton Secrets videos that were posted, and just to see if the channel has improved in any way when it came to their content. The first video that was uploaded since my last video is titled archive_1979.mp4. We start off this tape with a person driving at night, in which we can hear what sounds like someone banging and screaming from the trunk of the car. Following this, we get a police report from February 6, 1980, in which it discusses a case of the disappearance of 5 children at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that happened on August 15th, 1979. Shocker. And apparently several creepy photos were found in one of the hidden rooms in the basement of the pizzeria. I don't think a police report would say creepy, but maybe they were that freaked out about the photos. I don't know. But apparently the films from the photographs were found in an open room with dismembered bodies that were stuffed in the animatronic suits. We then get a glimpse of the secret room and see a clearly bloody handprint and, well, just blood on the door. And then we are shown a photo from within the room, in which you can see a hand laying on the ground coming from within the Chica animatronic. And then we see something even more disturbing following this. We see a child's arm hanging from an animatronic's stomach, which can be pretty hard to make out in this image, but still the thought alone is disturbing, and you can kind of make out what's there. We are then told that the animatronics were staring creepily into the cameras, in which we can see these images of the animatronics smiling. And apparently the bodies of the 2 police officers investigating were also found dead in the room, with the head of one of them inside of Freddy's mouth. Dang, they got the police officers too? I'm not gonna lie, they might need to nuke these things. But for the first episode back, I felt it was not that bad. Obviously the video still has the issue of the reuse of widely known FNAF images, but still, I was a bit creeped out by some of the things in the video, not to mention the constant screams of pain in the background of the video the entire time. So yeah, pretty scary. The next video is titled Aftons_reveal.mp4. And I don't believe this is part of the Afton Secrets series, but we'll have to see. And also, there's music from the Smile 2 OST in this video, so yeah. We start this video off with some of the shots from the neighborhood and surrounding area of the Afton house, before finally landing on it and being led inside where music is being played loudly. We watch as the clock strikes 12 before we follow Cassidy to the basement of the house, in which she can hear breathing and these grotesque noises coming from the basement. And then we see Afton. Cassidy asks why he is there in the basement, and he says, because it hurts so much. She asks, why do you look so different? And he then begins to freak out, and he says his eyes hurt, before suddenly the lights go out, and we get a slow shot of the camera backing away, and honestly, after all that, yeah, that was pretty terrifying. Not only is this video so far removed from FNAF, but this idea or version of Afton just seems to be so horrific, with how he moves around and is depicted, and where his eyes just fall right out of his head, and it's just, ugh. For me, that was like a 10 out of 10, but we still have more to go. Afton Secrets 2, Fragment, doesn't have much to offer. It seems to be more like a teaser more than anything, but we just watch as someone is chased by some monster thing of some sort. And the Pirate Boy in the description just says that Afton comes face to face with Rakuten, and I'm not sure if Rakuten is this guy or this monster, or Afton is the monster now since he went all crazy, but yeah, it's a little bit confusing. The next video is titled rec_666.mp4, and the thumbnail is just this, and I was on the floor when I saw this. It's almost as bad as my thumbnail. In this video, we kind of get just a bunch of random shots of the pizzeria with blood on the walls until it hits 3 a.m. when we suddenly get a distorted Freddy on screen. So we are described to us that Afton, well, off this child, but at the end they say he was a dirty pervert, insinuating that he got some sick pleasure from it. Which, in this case, this was definitely disturbing, and the horror of this was definitely done in a better fashion than previously with other videos when the creator tried to put these themes into his videos. But yeah, in this alternative telling of the FNAF universe, Afton is still a massive creep, it seems, which, I don't know, it's just kind of weird for me, but anyways. Next video we got was Chica.mp4, in which it follows the same exact formula as the last video, except we don't get any text. And Chica kind of just does a bunch of creepy faces before being incinerated. The next video that had any substance was this video, titled smile_mp4, in which we are told to smile. But then we get flashed on screen a silhouette of Afton with text, "He's the devil, he killed all of us." And not too long after the text, "Never forget to smile, he's always watching." You know what? I will smile. Thank you, Freddy Bear. The final video that was actually something is titled first_murder.mp3, which I think they meant mp4, but the rest of the videos that have been uploaded are cursed versions of the FNAF trailers, which not too much to share there. We pretty much follow a formula we have followed in other videos where we are taken around Afton's house before text on screen says, "Do it, do it, kill them all." And this compilation of Afton going crazy and butchering people off screen with more text like "dismember them all" and "open their skulls," and we see blood splatters hit the walls. All of this while "You Don't Own Me" plays in the background. You know the song that goes, "You don't own me, I'm not..." Yeah, anyways. It's kind of just another random bit of Afton being violent and such, which on its own, I'd say that's pretty scary, but I don't think it's anything crazy. So obviously the series isn't really a series anymore, and the channel itself has been more uploading random FNAF VHS tapes since my last video. And what do I think about the overall state of the channel and the uploads? Well, I think it's pretty good. While the channel obviously is still very low budget, and we see the reuse of multiple images from previous videos or images from online, it definitely seems like ThePirateBoy has been getting more creative and experimental with the FNAF VHS tapes, especially with episodes like Afton's Reveal and Archive 1979, which are probably some of the best videos the channel has produced, and honestly had me a little bit scared and creeped out by what was happening in the videos and this version of Afton that we were seeing. And when it comes to this version of Afton, I think he's pretty creepy. I'm not sure about some of the things that we've seen in the previous videos before, but just him being this over-the-top creepy guy that's just deformed and honestly kind of actually a monster is really well done. But obviously the channel seems to have taken a little bit of a turn, with them uploading like 4 different FNAF trailers that are lost media and creepy versions of the FNAF trailers, and getting a whole lot of views for it. And I think we can assume that they might be moving away from the whole ultra horror cannibalism stuff, which I can't say I feel any which way about. I do think that they have the ability to make some pretty terrifying stuff, and have definitely gotten away from the shock horror and have improved their FNAF VHS tapes. But who knows what they might upload at this point. But at the moment, they still got that Afton Secrets 2 banner on their channel, so maybe we'll see that series come back in some form. Who knows? Anyways, that's been the long-awaited video, aka he ate them too. I might make another FNAF video in the future or something adjacent, but until then, I'm gonna go eat something. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.